In his evocative 1964 book, Letters to Malcolm, Chiefly on Prayer, C.S. Lewis used a series of fictional letters to a friend to explore various aspects of prayer and religious life. By using this intimate literary device, Lewis made his profound insights more accessible to a broad audience. "Joy is the serious business of heaven," Lewis wrote to Malcolm, suggesting that our deepest longings point us towards something beyond the earthly. "All joy emphasizes our pilgrim status, always reminds, beckons, awakens desire. Our best havings are wantings." Although Lewis didn't quote the famous verse about joy in Kitavo, which warns of potential consequences because you did not serve God with joy and a glad heart when you had an abundance of everything. It is clear that, like many others who have deeply reflected on faith, Lewis understood that without joy as a constant companion, and without recognizing that joy is not an add-on but a necessity, the life God gives us is squandered and pointless. Shawn Achor, author of the best-selling book The Happiness Advantage, is a leading expert in positive psychology. According to Achor, happiness is not the belief that we don't need to change, it is the realization that we can. Rather than seeing happiness as the result of success, Achor's research shows that happiness and positivity are actually the fuel for it. When we cultivate a positive outlook and engage in meaningful activities, we not only enhance our mood, but also improve our performance in nearly every aspect of life. Achor's studies demonstrate that happier individuals tend to be more productive, creative, and resilient. This is because a positive mindset opens us up to new possibilities, allows us to think more broadly, and equips us to tackle challenges with greater energy and enthusiasm. Achor's findings have profound implications for how we understand the role of joy in religious life. If joy is a precursor to success, then happiness and joy in serving God isn't just a pleasant byproduct of religious practice. It is a critical component of spiritual fulfillment and effectiveness. When approached with joy, the performance of any religious act as directed by Jewish ritual law is not just a duty, but a source of strength and spirituality. Modern neuroscience has also increased our understanding of how joy and happiness are wired into our biology. Research on the brain's reward system reveals that acts aligned with our values, like altruism or community service, release chemicals such as oxytocin and dopamine, enhancing our well-being. This creates a positive cycle because the more we engage in value-based actions, the more joy we experience, which encourages us to continue. Studies from Harvard and Berkeley confirm that individuals who regularly participate in community service report higher levels of life satisfaction, much like those who perform mitzvot with genuine intention and enthusiasm. The scientific data aligns beautifully with the Torah's perspective. The verse in Kitavo warns us that the absence of joy in serving God can lead to negative consequences, and neuroscience supports this wisdom. Without the neurochemical benefits of joy and fulfillment, our spiritual practices can feel hollow and our efforts become burdensome. It's not enough to merely go through the motions. Deep-seated joy must drive our actions. When mitzvot are performed with joy, they engage both our minds and our bodies, transforming religious practice from mere obligation into an experience that elevates and fulfills our spiritual potential. But how do we make this happen? How can we ensure that joy truly infuses our lives? Everyone faces moments of grief and disappointment. Those are inevitable parts of the human experience. The challenge for all of us is to cultivate and nurture a default setting of joy so that we have a natural inclination to embrace it daily. How do we do it? Viktor Frankl, the renowned Holocaust survivor and author of Man's Search for Meaning, offers a profound insight. Even in the direst of circumstances, he said, we have the power to choose our attitude. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way, Frankl wrote. For him, joy wasn't just a fleeting feeling, it was intertwined with meaning. Finding purpose, even in hardship, can transform our experiences into something worth celebrating. Another powerful way to cultivate joy is through gratitude, which can fundamentally shift how we see challenges in our lives. Dr. Robert Emmons, a leading researcher in positive psychology, has demonstrated via his research that gratitude helps us move our focus from what we lack to what we have, creating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. This shift in perspective not only increases happiness, but also helps us approach life's obstacles with a more optimistic outlook. Gratitude, in essence, reframes challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. When we consistently focus on what's going well in our lives, setbacks appear more temporary than permanent. This aligns with the concept of learned optimism, introduced by psychologist Martin Seligman, which suggests that we can train ourselves to respond to adversity with resilience and hope. By embracing gratitude and optimism, we will reinforce a sense of joy that will sustain us even in the toughest times. Most importantly, the company we keep is critical. The people we spend time with and the environments we choose shape our emotional and spiritual state. Surrounding ourselves with positive, joyful, and supportive people helps create an atmosphere where joy becomes automatic. Community, whether it's a synagogue, a group of friends, or a supportive family, is vital for sustaining a joyful life. President Ronald Reagan was famous for his optimism and infectious humor, even when things looked bleak. After he was shot in 1981 during an assassination attempt, Reagan was rushed to the hospital in serious condition. As he was being wheeled into surgery, Reagan looked up at the doctors and, with that signature twinkle in his eye, said, "I hope you're all Republicans." The room burst into laughter, a moment of joy even in that life or death situation. When questioned about it later, Reagan said, "There's no better way to help people and yourself than making everyone smile, because joy isn't just something to feel, it's something to give." And maybe that's the answer to all of life's challenges. Keep joy as your default setting and share it with others, even when things get tough. Everything else will follow from that.